New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh.
Check back. Check back.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Watch tight end. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Now.
Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And Ingram hauls it in. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A healthy Evan Ingram, that could be a great elixir for New York this year. The season ago, he only played in 11 games because of the injuries, 35 catches, which was a dip down from 2 seasons ago when Ingram caught 64 passes. Now Saquon Barkley, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Darius Philon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
80 weapon. Let's go.
On the run, it's Barkley. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
All day, baby, all day. Hey, team 6, team 6.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. It's caught, Shepard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Kill. Check 24.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Manning. And Tate's got it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Golden Tate, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Took the outlaw. We won. Coming on.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
31.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hundley. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed it. And the pressure gets to him again. Marcus Golden providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Corey Coleman back deep to return. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Let's go.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Bravo. Now.
On 2nd and 12, Manning. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Ready. You must be true. 3-2 jet bomber. 3-2 jet bomber. 3 down. Hey, check. Go.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Lead River.
On 2nd and 12. Manning. That's complete left side to Shepard. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Manning to Barkley on the draw play.
Oh, yeah. There you go, Saquon.
Finding room
That's
to
that
the 20.
patience, boy.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Uzi was going to pop one.
Partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Check that. We got Mike 52.
Now Hundley. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw on 2nd and 10.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness. He pulled it in one-handed. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Alone. 3 down. Wahoo. 31.
Throwing, Hundley. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. Johnson, it's poked free. Football's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Give me that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I've played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with it and try and get him settled.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
52. We got to get the ball. Can you get the ball right here? Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up a throw.
Block that rusher, dumbass.
Second back right around the 30. Marcus Golden picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Watch right. We got right. Hey, Zoo. Watch the slant. Ready?
Working from the gun, Manning. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Come on, set. 15 on it. 15 on it. Everyone got 4 down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And
that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10.
He's throwing the ball, nigga, you strapped.
Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
See if you learned your lesson.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll drop to throw.
Ooh, pick it off, pick it off, pick it off.
So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away. Gonzalez's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Throwing on second down. Hundley.
Dude, that shit was going to work, the kid.
Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of
some
running
type of
out the
edge
wrong
you can't
door
score against this
and running
fucking
into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but what stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days? I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing is Manning on third down. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Here we go.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's got
Bye-bye.
first down, much more inside the 20.
Bye. Fucking fun.
In. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that? Now White
Fumble.
lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On 1st down, Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Manning. And this will be incomplete.
I'm down with it,
Physical
Ever.
play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Showing it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Cut. 60 or.
Okay, double up.
Ready.
Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Manning. This will be caught just inside the 10. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
218, chop.
Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up, and what's been so far
Getting Saquon. He's a fucking
he picks
monster.
up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
Here we go. 10-2, sir.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing.
Get it.
Throwing is Manning. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, that's
Fighting for the pylon, but he will not get there. They mark him short of the goal line.
Out of bounds.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
Here I come.
Tate bringing it in for the Giant touchdown.
Hold on, Pat Pete.
Golden Tate with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling
Never wasting my time again, dog.
Slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to...
Now, loose football. The ball comes out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. Caught right side, Tate. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Evan. Woo, that was a dot, Eli. That was a dot, boy.
Eli Manning with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Giants take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
Oh, don't play me like that. I was about to say.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Now Manning. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
No respect. None.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
2 field goals against the Giants defense.
This is
Fucking
taken
bum.
at the 3.
Fucking bum.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
Tragic. 4 for 14. Tragic.
Scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw again on 2nd down. Hundley there for the sack. B.J. Hill.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Tragic.
It'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that?
Oh,
and they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go. Set. 8. Read.
On 2nd down, Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Manning. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Terrell Suggs able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Here's Williams to return. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act.
Oh, Saquon doing dirty. Doing dirty, Saquon. Doing the fuck dirty. Oh!
Just falls short.
Doing dirty.
1-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
18 Gator. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
And Barkley will try to punch it in, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Eat, young
and
fella,
my friend,
eat.
I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take this.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do.
Oh, they're going cheap. They're going cheap. What is that? We're going to take it to the crib anyway.
The Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Come on, set. 15 on it. Bring it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Hundley, he's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Cardinals worst in the NFL, 6 of 16 on 4th down last year, but they'll try it here. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Alec Ogletree, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Ready? 60 or.
I'm here all day. Shoot!
On 1st down, Barkley, able to avoid him. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Jump. Check it back.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch out.
5.
They'll go to Barkley again. And here he'll be brought down a little
block,
shy
Evan.
to
You gotta
35
block.
at the 36. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Blue draw Corker. Hit it.
On play action, it's Manning. He lets this one fly toward the back. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game? Under pressure, and they got to him again. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.